Hi everyone, I hope you're all good and welcome to our Q&A. We did actually film this. Was it last week?
I think it was last weekend I think it was.
And then when Noel came to edit it, it was doing this funny like buzzing noise the whole way through it, which we think was interference from them hobs behind us. So we're in the dining room tonight filming
Doing it again.
Doing it all over again. But anyway, we had some really interesting... What are you doing?
Getting comfy.
We had some really interesting questions, so we're going to plough through them and answer them.
Yeah, we'll do as many as we can, eh?
Yeah, we'll start this off with, what is your favourite household meal? Now then.
Well, I would say the favourite for the kids probably is spaghetti bowl.
Yeah, but...
Isn't it spaghetti bolognese? It's not my thing. I don't... Well, I eat it, but it's really not my thing. I don't know, it's just...
I love spaghetti bowl.
I do find though, with pasta meals, it's just the same taste over and over and over, isn't it? Whereas if you're having another, you know, a meal, there's different flavours on your plate. It's just the same repetitiveness I can't be doing with. So
I guess Noel doesn't like spaghetti bowl.
Don't like spaghetti bowl.
But everybody else does. So that's probably one of our favourite meals in this house. Somebody said, hey, don't mean to be rude, but why you guys spoil your kids? Why do you think they deserve it? I don't think we do spoil our kids. I think that we try and give them a good life. But I don't feel like we spoil them. Like they don't get gifts like all the time. They get gifts when it's their birthday or Christmas, and they certainly don't get anything in between. But I feel like years ago when we had like, I don't know, say like 7 kids or whatever, we weren't quite as financially stable to be able to give them that kind of life, whereas now we are. So it might seem like we do spoil them, but I don't think we do.
No, I would say the only treat they get is Sweetie Friday.
Yeah.
So on a Friday when they finish school, you go to the shop, don't you, and get them some sweets.
And they know that they're
But besides that, that's it. They do go on holidays, you know, we go when the motorhome, we go on holidays and things like that, but that's just family time.
Yeah.
We don't consider that to be spoiling them, you know.
It's just family time.
No, they don't get toys, gifts, whatever, besides birthdays and Christmas.
Yeah, so I don't think we do, but you know, I guess maybe some people think that we do. When is the new series starting? We misuse. We don't know. We are currently filming at the minute, so we don't think it'll be on until next year.
No, they used to come out around January time, I think. But that's not anything set in stone. But if I was to have a guess, I would say around January time, probably.
But obviously we don't know. So yeah, so we're going to be very, very busy filming that. But like I say, we don't know when it'll be, but possibly around the new year.
As soon as we know, we'll let you know.
So someone says, any more babies? No.
Nope. No more babies.
Definitely not. I think now that Heidi's 3 and she's out of nappies, kind of probably going to be getting rid of the pram soon, and it's just so much easier than having like a newborn, a new baby. I think, you know, when we were on holiday in April, I was kind of like just sitting on the sun lounger, just watching the kids playing in the pool, and I just thought, do you know, if we had a baby, you wouldn't be able to do that.
You said that when we were out there, didn't you? You did.
And I just thought, I do love not having. I mean, we've loved having our kids. Do not get me wrong. I don't want that to come across as you've got bored of them or whatever. Definitely not. I just feel like for us, you know, we've had our babies, children now, and we're just going to just sit back, watch them grow up, and the grandkids and that. And yeah. Somebody said, what's something on your bucket list? For me, I think I would love to go to Bora Bora. I think that's definitely on my bucket list. But besides that, not really.
Do you know, not really. So I think I've got 2. One, I would love to go to Everest Base Camp, and another, I'd love to go to that. I can't say it. Machu Picchu, however you say it. That place, I think it's in Peru.
Somebody will be able to tell you.
Yeah, somebody tell me how you say it properly. But I'd love to go there. Them 2 places, I think would be on my bucket list. So. But
what's on your bucket list? Drop us a comment and let us know what's actually on your bucket list.
I bet there's some really interesting things there actually.
Sue, most painful and painless birth. No, sorry guys, they're all really painful. But I would actually say people do say, don't they, that the bigger the baby, the easier they are to birth, and I kind of would say that is right, because Katie was £9.3. She came out, there is a term for it, I can't just think what it is, but she came out looking up, which is apparently supposed to be like really difficult labour, but she was born within 10 minutes. So definitely my fastest, easiest labour was Katie. I think my hardest labour was definitely Chris. Obviously he's my first, and he was very, very difficult. I think it was like a 26-hour labour.
Oh yeah, it's horrendous.
So
it went on
bad.
forever.
So yeah, that was definitely my worst, but Katie was probably my easiest, I would say, because she was...
Not that I know, but I would, yeah, I'll agree with you.
So, someone has said, how did you find Cornwall? We live down here, the summit is a nightmare.
Do you know, we said that, didn't we?
The same thing.
Yeah. We loved Cornwall. It's absolutely brilliant holiday, but I did feel sorry for anybody that lives there, because it must just be a nightmare.
It must just be absolute chaos in the summer months, because it is just so busy. Like when we went to St Ives, we could not get a car parking space.
No, we couldn't park. We ended up, we searched around for probably half an hour or so looking for a place to park, and we just gave up and went. We went half an hour down the road.
We went to the train station, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
But it was a train strike, so we couldn't even get the train in because they were all on strike.
Yeah. In fact, that's what actually, we pulled into the train station and thought, well, goodness, they've got actual space here.
It was quiet.
And then we realised they were all on strike, so
yeah,
that backfired.
But we love Cornwall. We'll definitely 100% be going back because we really enjoyed it. So somebody has said, any progress on finding land?
I guess that's land to build on.
Yeah.
No, we haven't. In fact, we've given up on that altogether. There's just nothing around. Every time we do find something, it's snapped up straight away. Or one we did find just disappeared off the market. Took it off the market, and it's the plot of land's still there. Nothing's happening with it.
But they've never put it back up for sale. So, and then we had found some plots of land, but one of them had like a big pylon at the end of the
the big main power lines going across.
Yeah, the main power line. So we were like, no, that's not suitable. And then there was a few others that were a bit too close to like a busy main road. So there's just not been anything. And if there is anything, then it's anything that has been suitable. Like there was one that would have been quite good, but it was way over budget. And I think it was for something like quite a lot of houses to be built, wasn't it?
The one we did find that we liked, that disappeared off the market, was right on the canal side. So it had a lovely long side onto the canal, so that would have been really nice. But
it would have been lovely, but it just
vanished. We went and had a look, didn't we, one evening, and then looked again, it had gone.
So yeah, no luck. Somebody said, once Heidi is in full-time school, will Sue work at the bakery? Yes, so Heidi's not going to start school until next September. Bonnie's going this September, and then Heidi will go the following September. And then yes, I will be going back into work, although I find it really difficult because at the end of the day, the housework that this house has just takes
a full-time job
all day. Like I can start the housework in the morning when the kids go to school, and I will not get that finished until I'm picking the kids up from school at like 3. It's really full on. So yes, the plan is to go back to work, but I don't think I would be doing like every day. I think I'd probably have some days off to catch up on the housework.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will definitely be going back. So someone said, do you think you'll ever buy a villa in Florida for holiday purposes?
It'd be nice.
It would be nice, but they are a lot of money over there, and I'm not sure. Like when you look on like these different sites that obviously you can rent them from, they're never like fully booked.
No, they're not.
So you could buy a villa, and obviously you could use it for however many weeks you want to use it for throughout the year, but then you've got to rent it out, and like I say, like they're not.
Well, that's it. Every time we've looked, haven't we? Every time we've looked for when we've been going, you look at villas, you think, oh, let's see what the availability is like, and Canada's like, there's only a few weeks booked up, especially in the summer. There's only a few weeks booked. I think, well, how are they keeping it going? So, but the thing is, right, where we've been in the past, they're building villas and hundreds of the damn things, so they must be selling.
So there must be like a demand for them.
Yeah.
But I think that a lot of people as well leave it till quite late to book villas. I know we've done that, haven't we? We've left it till like a few weeks before we've been going, and then we've booked a villa. So maybe then they do get booked up, but whenever
Maybe.
we've looked, they've not been. So, but I would love to buy one over there, I must admit. I think it would be nice, but
they are
very expensive.
very.
So someone said, do you guys still get updates about your plant you planted when you went to the Maldives? No, actually we haven't, but if we did message him, he would let us know how it is. I'm sure he would. Maybe we should drop him a bit of a message and get a picture of him, but
I don't think it'll grow much.
no.
It's only been like
It's not been that long, has it? Maybe we should message him on our anniversary and see how it's getting on. But yeah, that's an interesting one. I wonder how it's getting on. So someone said, when is your next trip to Florida? They're my all-time favourite vlogs of yours. Thank you. That's really kind. We love filming in Florida, and we are actually planning on going back in the summer. So there'll be plenty more vlogs to come of us in Florida.
Yes.
So somebody said, how is Tilly's leg? So Tilly had a hospital appointment this last week. So she had x-rays and different things on Thursday.
Yeah, so basically the bottom of her leg, where it had the original injury, where it stopped growing, that is now, oh God, it's so difficult to explain.
Really
Right, I'll start
hard,
again. Right, so a good leg has carried on growing and is now 35 mil longer than her poorly leg.
Yeah.
Her poorly leg, the bottom of the bone, the shin bit, that stopped growing, which we knew about, but also when she had the frame on last time, she fell over and broke a thigh bone right through the growth plate, it was, if I remember rightly, which has now damaged that, so that's stopped growing as well. So the plan is she's having the leg extension again, but luckily this time her leg, she's a lot bigger herself, she can have the internal one where there's no outer frame on the outside,
isn't it?
It's all fastened to the bone on the inside, under the skin, and there's like a remote control thing that you use.
I think he said it like goes on the outside and then it does something.
Yeah, so whereas before I used to turn the little bolts and screw things on an exterior frame, this you just tap it like a chip and pin type of thing almost, isn't it? And it does it all for you
and
inside.
It's all like programmed, isn't it?
But I did think he did say with the thigh bone, she may have a frame on the outside of that. I'm not sure.
No, I don't know. He did say, basically, Tilly's knee is, because the growth plate has stopped growing, and now the top one as well has, it's quite kind of, it's a bit of an odd shape. So they're planning on, like, doing some... realigning it all. So they're going to do that with her knee. So they'll realign all of that, and then they'll lengthen the bottom part of her leg again, and then hopefully that'll be it. She won't need any more operations after that. So basically that's what Tilly's going to have done. He said that it would be around about a 2 to 3 hour operation on the knee to realign all of that, and then another 3 hours to do the leg lengthening. She won't be in hospital for as long, I don't think, after, because it's all on the inside. She won't be able to walk on her leg because you can't whilst it's doing all of that. And for I think even after they've done the lengthening process, it's another 3 months. So it's a month for every centimetre that they've lengthened it until it will be 3 centimetres. So it'll be 3 months for her to keep the frame on for the bone to harden before they can take the frame out. And then
that'll be the frame off, won't it? Not?
Yeah, it'll be
frame off and then 3 months.
Then after it's hardened for that 3 months, then they'll take the frame off. So in total, I think she'll have the frame on for about 5 months, between 5 and 6 months. But then hopefully that'll be it. But I tell you something,
something that surprises all.
We had absolutely no idea that this was even a thing, but I think it's from when the thigh bone has stopped growing. But basically she now has 2 odd feet, so basically one of her foot is between 2 and 3 sizes smaller.
It's definitely 2 sizes,
I think
isn't
it's
it?
definitely 2, possibly 3. So now she'll have to get odd shoes made up, or we'll have to get odd shoes from like Clark's or whatever. But last year when Tilly had her feet measured for her school shoe, they were fine. There were no difference. But
so I don't understand what's happened there. It's a little bit weird. Because when you look at her 2 feet,
and
there's probably about that much, you probably can't see, but it's about that much difference. But everything's in comparison. Her feet are smaller, her toes are smaller. It's not as if her foot's smaller, but toes are the same size. Everything's
toes and
up in bonsai, doesn't it?
So strange. So yeah, so she'll just have to now have odd shoes. Tips on having a baby and toddler with a close age gap. I'm bricking it.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. I mean, it's very rewarding to have them close in age, but oh my word, it is it's hard work. I mean, like for us, we've had a few that have been like between 10 and 11 month difference between them, and I do love that age gap, but it is very
yeah, because they're both quite demanding, aren't they, at the same time? So
I mean, obviously, like a 10, 11 month old is still only a baby, aren't they? So somebody said, best and worst part about having a big family.
Well, best part is just being surrounded by your family all the time, isn't it? You know,
It's
and the laughter, the fun, never bored, always somebody to talk to. You know, I'm not talking about just Sue and I. The kids are the same. You know, they've always got somebody to talk to.
And it's lovely watching them have their bonds, isn't it? Like, you know, like they'll hang around in like their little groups, and it's lovely to see how close they are. Especially like Oscar and Casper, who's only like 11 months between them two. They're so close, like they really are, aren't they?
I think that of all of our kids, them two have been the closest. They really do. But
the worst thing, I think, is just like
housework.
Yeah, and washing. but no, I think it's like planning like holidays and going out on like day trips and stuff, and making sure that everybody's all together and stuff like that. I think that's probably the hardest part.
That and breakfast time.
Yeah, but besides that, no.
I think because we're just used to it, aren't we? In fact, I tell you what, actually, I had a theory the other day. You know, when people ask us like, what's it like having so many kids? How do you manage? How do you manage all that? Well, we've had Sophie's 3 through the day and overnight while her and Joe are working these all extra hours and what have you. So we're just helping them out. And it's made it hard work, hasn't it? Yeah. So I reckon if because we've grown up, haven't we? Having, you know, progressively having more and more children. That's how you get used to it.
Don't you?
But when we've got 3 extras just on us like that, I think, my God, this is hard work.
Crazy.
Don't even know. I'll go on to that, but that's how we cope.
But yeah, that's how we cope. I think it's because you've not just had all of these children. Like, here you go.
Yeah, deal with that.
So somebody said best caravan hack. I want to say, because I never used these when we had a caravan like 17 years ago, and I wish I'd have known about them then, but I'm going to say packing cubes. They're absolutely brilliant. So basically, I just pack all of the kids' clothes in these packing cubes. I put them all in the motorhome in like their little shelf things, and it just makes it so much easier. There's not like clothes everywhere, because I remember years ago when we had a caravan, like they were literally like there was clothes just in the wardrobe, they were all in the cupboards, they were just everywhere, whereas these packing cubes, they are absolutely brilliant. And also one of them little like washing line things, they're a really good idea as well. But yeah, packing cubes, way to go.
They are simple, aren't they? Because you, like I say, just use what we need out of them, and all the dirty washing just goes in a bin bag and chucked in the back of the car, isn't it? Ready to bring home and get washed.
So somebody said, do you have a cleaner to help with the washing yet? No. Just me.
No, just you.
Yeah, no. To be fair though, I don't, like, the washing isn't a nightmare as such anymore because I've got the big washing machines. So I don't feel like I'm constantly washing like all day. We've got the big washing machines now and the big tumble dryers, and they've helped massively because I'm only like doing probably 3 loads of washing a day. So for me, game changer. Somebody said, what do you think you and Noel will do when all of the kids grow up and move out? So I think we'll just travel in the motorhome. That's what I think we'll do.
Do you think that's what we're going to do? Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to do that, to be honest.
I think we'll do that, probably. But you'll probably still be working when you're like 70 now.
I hope not. Oh God, I hope not. I really do.
He doesn't like handing over responsibility.
Nah, that's my problem, I think. It's alright, I'll do it.
Yeah. So that would be really nice to be able to do that, but I don't know. Can't really see us doing it, but yeah,
I don't know.
That would be nice.
We'll see.
So someone's put, how is Noel liking the new bakery?
Well, the new bakery is working really well actually. It's great because we've just got so much more space, whereas the old one, we'd just outgrown it and it was just becoming it was just becoming a nightmare. We could only produce so many pies a day, and then we'd have to stop, sort everything out, and then the next day we would have to not even make any pies. We'd have to pack them all and send them all out. Whereas the new bakery, we can make pies every day, and we can send out. We don't send out every day. We send out probably 2 to 3 times a week. So that, which is Luke's job. So the other 3 of us will be making the pies and producing them and things like that. And Luke's job, he wraps them and gets all the orders ready and sends them out. But it just works in a little production line. As it comes in the door, first thing we got the pastries made, goes onto the pie machines, they get filled, they get lidded, they go into the oven, and it sort of just works its way around the bakery basically. And then, but yeah, love it.
I feel like you should do like a day in the life of. No. Right, so we're going to stop this one and then move on to a part 2.
No, so we're gonna end this one, part 1, and then we're gonna film part 2. Don't miss part 2 because we've got the most asked question
ever. You won't want to miss it. Okay, bye for now.